What's going on, and welcome back, and welcome to another game pickups video. Man, it's been a while. It's been a long time since I filmed one of these. I think the last time I made one of these was last year around this time. Dude, it's been that long. It's been that long. But life happens, so you know. Anyways, hey, before I show you what I got, okay? It's not a lot of games, so, but it's whatever. But look, I get up early in the morning to film these videos. The reason I do that is to avoid noise outside and distractions and all that, because everybody's still asleep, right? I got up kind of early or whatever, but that's how I got dressed and got ready or whatever, and I'm sitting here starting to film. My dog starts barking. It's because I leave my front door open, right? To let the sun in. And I thought this is gonna be great, man. It's gonna be a beautiful day. I left the door open. I'm sitting here fixing to start recording, and my dog starts barking. And I look outside, and it's the Holy Rollers. No, I'm sorry, it's not the Holy Rollers. They don't do this shit. It's Jehovah's Witnesses. Dude, they're out there walking around, knocking on people's doors. So, the reason why I'm telling you guys this is because there might be an interruption in today's video. Because if they come over here and start knocking and my dog starts losing her shit, dude, it's going to throw me off. So, let's hope they don't come over here. But I know they are. Let's get started. Because before we get interrupted, because you know what's gonna happen. You know what's gonna happen. These guys are walking around. So, the first game I got here is Sea of Solitude. Now you know, I'm into indie games right now. Really into indie games. And I saw this game and I thought, you know what, man? That looks like it's a fun game. It really looks like it's a fun game. I've been watching reviews on this. I saw this game, I think last year sometime. I thought that was pretty cool. I want to pick it up and try it out. As far as I know, you're a monster girl, I think, traversing through on a boat to different areas, trying to restore light back into the world. It doesn't look very combat heavy. It looks pretty relaxing, and that's what I've been hearing in the reviews. It's more of a relaxing game, and that's what I like, right? That's why I like a lot of these indie games, because they're really relaxing and you can take your time with them. Not, like I said, not very combat heavy, and just relax and enjoy and play a game, right? So I saw this one and I thought, man, dude, this looks right up my alley. I'm gonna pick it up and give it a shot. So we'll see how this goes when I eventually start playing it. Now this next one. This is a game that I've been wanting for a while now. This game's been out for a while, actually. And it's Animal Will. I picked it up on the Switch. I think it came out on PS5 as well. I've heard of this game since, I don't know, probably over a year ago. And I didn't know what it was until recently. I found out it was a Metroidvania. And you know, I love Metroidvanias. I think they're great, man. It's like one of my favorite genres of games. So I was like, man, I gotta pick this game up. It's been getting so many awesome reviews, and people have been talking real highly about it. So I was like, dude, I need to pick this game up, man, for real. What I didn't know at the time was that Limited Run released it. I thought it was just a game that was already physical, right? And by the time I figured out that it was a Metroidvania, that it had came and gone from Limited Run's website. And the only place that you could get it was on eBay for like $80. And I was like, oh man. I was gonna pick it up. I'm glad I waited though, because they re-released it, not through Limited Run. I guess it's this studio called Big Mode, I think. So they re-released it, and it just came out. I was able to pick it up on Amazon for like, I think it was like $40 cheaper than what I was gonna pay for it on eBay. So, but again, dude, indie title that not very combat heavy. That looks like it's a lot of fun, man. Something I can just sit down and relax and play. And bonus, it's a Metroidvania as well. So those are the only 2 Switch games that I picked up so far. I do plan on doing another game pickups video, probably like in late July, early August, which is going to be more Switch heavy games because I'm going to be working on my list, and the majority of the games that are on my list are Switch games. So original Switch games. Dude, I love the Switch, man. I think it's great. I haven't played the Switch 2 yet, but the original Switch, man, I love it, dude. I think it's awesome. This next game I have, or that I got, my son actually bought this for me last week while it was on sale on the PlayStation Store. I don't have a physical version of this game because a sealed copy of this game physically is like $350. A used copy is $250. I don't think so. I don't think so, man. I'm not paying $250 for a game. There's no way. No way in hell. But the game I'm talking about is What Remains of Edith Finch. So, another indie title that I known about for a while, but I didn't know too much about until I was like doing a little research, and I saw a review on it, and it's not a combat heavy game. Again, one of those games where I can sit down and relax and just enjoy, you know, and I need that sometimes. Sometimes I just want to sit down and enjoy the story. And before you start saying, oh, then you check this game, oh, you like this, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm not really into like novel games. I don't want to sit there and just and hear a story play out. I want to be able to control the game and play it as well. But yeah, I'm not really into novel games. But this one looks like it's just one of those games I could just sit down, enjoy, play, and relax, and not have to worry about getting killed, you know, on the next screen or whatever, right? Just one of those relaxing type of games. I went to Midland, Texas, I think it was last month, to a game store called GameStar Galaxy. This game store is pretty awesome, man. It's a little bit, it's about the size of my living room. Let's put it that way. This store is about the size of my living room. They got an awesome selection of like new and used games, very decent prices, very decent prices. And that's the thing, man. When I go to game stores like that, and I see all these games in front of me. Same thing happens to me when I go to GameStop, but especially like one of these stores where all the games are just right there in your face. It's hard for me to choose like what to get. You know, my mind goes. I have a list in my head sometimes, like, oh, I want to get this or this or that or whatever. But then I walk into one of these stores and I see all these games. I'm like, dude, my mind goes blank. Does that ever happen to you? Where you're like, I want to get this or whatever, and then you start looking at all these games and like, dude, I don't even know what I want to get. Right? It's one of those things. But I did want to get something for sure. I wanted to support that store because they're not a very big store. Like, man, what do I get, man? What do I get, right? I ended up picking up Shadow of the Colossus, the remake on the PS4. I have the original on the PS2. I played a little bit of it, but I thought, dude, $20, I'll pick this game up and when I say replay it, because like I said, I played a little bit of on the PS2, but I never finished it. I never played it all the way through. And after I picked this up, I was like, you know what? Let me look at the reviews, because what if this game sucks? No, dude, they say this game is awesome. On the PS4, the remake, they say it is awesome. So I can't wait to pick or play this game for sure, man. This is the way to go. If you never played it, you know, pick it up on the PS4, play the remake, because they say it's great. So last year, I was at work, and when I'm at work, I listen to a lot of like video game soundtracks, right? And sometimes they play like other music. It's like on this little playlist thing that they made up. And this song started playing. And I thought, dude, what is this? What's this song to? And I looked at the screen, and it's for this game called Absalom. To be honest with you, I didn't even know this was a game, dude. When I saw what it was, I thought it was like some kind of like epic, because the music was epic, dude. I thought it was like some kind of like epic like anime or something. I was like, dude, I gotta watch that. If this music is this good in this anime, I can't imagine what the anime is gonna be like, right? No, it was for a game. Dude, I picked this one up right away. It's a side-scrolling beat 'em up, a roguelike side-scrolling beat 'em up. Dude, it's great. It reminds me a lot of like the arcade version of Dungeons and Dragons, if you ever played that. Dude, it is awesome, man. I have played through this game already. I got through it. I'm fixing to drop some DLC, but it's good, dude. It's one of those games that I can play with friends and still enjoy it. Even though I finished it, it's still fun to play with friends. I was playing with my buddy Mark a couple of weeks ago, and dude, we're having fun, dude. So, man, Absalom, if you haven't picked it up, man, you need to try this game out. It's awesome. If you feel like side-scrolling beat 'em ups, I do, and it made me just want to get more. Another game that I saw last year that I wanted to pick up day one. Oh, you know what? Pocket's loose. It's loose in the case. I'm gonna have to open this up. Another game I saw this last year, and I was like, man, I want to play this game, man. It looks so cool. I like the art style of this game. It kind of looked like a darker version of a Disney game, and that's By Sweet Carol. This game looks so good, dude. It looks like I say like a dark version of a Disney game, kind of like if Disney made a horror cartoon. That's probably what this would be. And dude, I hate when they ship games loose. And I know it probably wasn't loose when they shipped it. It probably came loose during the shipping. So now I gotta open it up. So you're watching, not only are you seeing a game pickers video, you're also watching a unboxing. No, not an unboxing. Unwrapping. Whatever. I have to see if it's scratched now. No, it's not. And that's another thing, dude, when you buy physical. And I'm not talking shit saying, oh, don't buy digital. But when you buy physical, you get sweet, cool shit like this, right? Look at the art on this disc. I don't know if you can see it or not, but just the art on this disc, it's awesome, dude. It looks beautiful. Fucking beautiful, man. That's what I like. Oh, it's got a reversible cover, which is great. What else does this game have? While we're here, right? What else does this game have? It comes with the original soundtrack and a digital soundtrack and a digital art book, which is pretty cool, man. Let me take a look at this reversible cover here. Dude, just look at that, man. Look at the artwork on this cover. I think I might use this side, because dude, that's awesome, man. You don't get that with digital. Let me tell you. But yeah, this is one of those games that, dude, I can't wait to play this, man. This is gonna be great. I saw that it was coming out, I think last November. I think it came out last November, as a matter of fact. I think it was in October when they announced this game. When I first saw the announcement, I was like, dude, I need to pick that up, and I never did. I never did until recently. So, dude, buy Sweet Carol. Buy Sweet Carol. Right. There's a show on YouTube that I watch called, or it's not a show, but it's actually it's a channel on YouTube called Viva La Dirt League. They do like skits where they're working in this place called Tech Town, and it's funny. It's a funny show. And in real life, you know, these people are friends, and they actually play Dungeons and Dragons, and they like playing role-playing games or whatever. And they do these skits, right? Like I said, where they're working in this store. I guess it's like New Zealand's version of Best Buy or something. It's called Tech Team. I think it's actually a real store. I looked it up. But they do skits where they spoof like Skyrim and that sort of thing. And they got all these like NPCs in there, and they have this one guy called Baelin, and he's a fisherman. So whenever anybody sees him, they're like, "Hey Baelin, how's it going?" And he looks at him, he's like, "Nice day for fishing, ain't it?"
Morning. Nice day for fishing, ain't it?
You know what, Baelin? Yeah, it is.
That's all he says, and he continues on his way to do, you know, well, I guess I'll go on his fishing adventure. Well, I found out that they made a game, and it's called Nice Day for Fishing. I was like, there's no way, dude. I have to pick this up. Dude, I don't know what to say about this one. It's a fishing game that's got like, that's not a fishing game, that's a side-scrolling adventure that's got RPG elements. Dude, I had to get this. I was like, no way. I couldn't believe. See, officially licensed by, it says right here, Viva La Dirt League. They made a 30-minute video on this character called Baelin. It's called Baelin's Route. If I can remember, I'll put the link down below to that video so you guys can check it out. I was like, dude, nice day for fishing. I can't believe they actually made a game about this character. And dude, it got awesome reviews. So I was like, oh my god, I gotta pick this one up, man, for sure. So I think actually this is the game I'm gonna be playing next. Because right now I'm playing Immortals Phoenix Rising again. And I'm almost through with that game. It's a great game, dude. I think I mentioned this. Did I mention this last week? I can't remember, but I like that game a lot more than Breath of the Wild, to be honest with you. I think it's more fun. But as soon as I get done with that one, I think I'm gonna play this one, dude. Nice Day for Fishing, dude. Looks like it's gonna be a fun game. Whatever. Now, I've been wanting this game for so long, and I just never picked it up. I didn't get to pick it up last year because I mentioned that I had to pay for an electric pole, which kind of sucked, but it had to get done. So I didn't get to get this one, but finally, man, I finally picked up a copy of Ghost of Yotai. Dude, I know this game got a lot of like shit because of the studio, what was going on, some kind of controversy was going on with the studio and the voice actors to this game. I don't care, dude. I don't care about none of that shit. I just want to play a good game. And I love Ghost of Tsushima. Tsushima! That's how they say it in the game. So I was so happy to finally pick up a copy of Ghost of Yotai. Or Yotei. Yotei? I think. I got this at Walmart here. And when I got it, the game was loose. So I was like, shit, what the hell? But no, I finally got it, dude. My son freaked out. He's like, oh my god, you got a copy of Ghost of Yotei? I said, yes. And it comes with some DLC. Or not DLC, but it comes with like some pre-order a pre-order code where you can like unlock, I guess, costumes in the game or whatever. My son's like, oh, can I use your code to whenever I play? I was like, go for it, dude. I don't really care about all that shit. It's not like they're giving you weapons or anything, it's just costumes. I was like, yeah, go ahead, man. Take it. But dude, finally I got a copy of Ghost of Yotei, dude, and I can't wait to play this one, man. Finally, it'll probably be like that towards the end of the year or something to watch before I play it. But dude, finally got it. Now we're down to the last game, and this one kind of worried me a little bit. I didn't think I was going to be able to get a copy of this game. So, I think it was last Friday. Resident Evil Requiem came out. And I went to Walmart that morning. I think it was about 8:30 in the morning. No, I'm sorry, it wasn't that late. It was like probably about 8 o'clock in the morning. I was like, you know what, I'll go take my son to school and I'll go straight to Walmart and I'll go pick up a copy of this game so he can have it. Because he's the one that really wanted to play it, right? I get to Walmart and, dude, the shelves are empty. They had the tag for the game, they had the tag for the game, but the game wasn't up there. So I told the girl that was working in the electronics, I was like, hey, when are you going to put your new games out? And she's like, what game are you looking for? I was like, I'm looking for this one. So she scans it, and she tells me, the game's unavailable. I say, well, what? The game's unavailable? She's like, yeah, we don't have it. I say, why the hell did they not have it? Walmart, that's the thing with Walmart, they're pretty good about getting games when they're released, right? But they didn't have it. I was like, what the hell? I was like, okay. I said, thank you, and I left. I thought maybe she just doesn't know what the hell she's talking about, right? I'll check back like in about an hour or something. An hour later, I go to their website and it says it's out of stock. I was like, there's no way this game is out of stock. It just came out today, right? I was like, okay. Well, if they're out of stock for whatever reason, I'll just order it off of Amazon and I'll wait a couple of days to get it then. So I go to Amazon and they're out of stock. I'm like, dude, what? What do you mean? Like, I was thinking, like, what do you mean? How's this game out of stock? It just came out today, right? I was like, whatever, man. Best Buy, out of stock. Target, out of stock. I'm like, dude, what the hell's going on? What is going on here? Like, this game just came out today. How are they out of stock already, dude? There's no way, right? I looked it up, dude. 99% of physical copies of Resident Evil Requiem are out of stock, or were out of stock in the United States. I was like, you gotta be shitting me, dude. You have got to be kidding me. So, man, that bothered me. That really bothered me. I was like, how the hell is this game out of stock day one? Day one. Of course, I went to eBay and they already had it on sale on eBay for $130 for a regular copy of Resident Evil Requiem. I was like, you have got to be kidding me, man. You gotta be kidding me. So, it was around 10:30 in the morning. I call my buddy Stetson. He lives like an hour and a half away from here. I was like, dude, where he lives, there's three GameStops there. I'm like, buddy, do me a favor. I told him, when GameStop opens, call them and see if they have any copies of Resident Evil Requiem. Sorry about that. My camera was flashing I don't know where it cut off, where the video cut off, but anyways. So I call my buddy Stetson. Dude, I didn't know I've been ranting for this long. Shit. I call my buddy Stetson. I'm like, dude, please call GameStop and see if they have any copies of this game, right? If they do, can you go pick one up? And when I get out of work, when my son gets out of school, I'll haul ass and go pick it up for me. He's like, yeah. I get a text message from his girlfriend around 11 o'clock. Kat sends me a text message. And she's like, oh no, they have it at GameStop. She's like, don't worry, they got 20 copies. You're good. 20 copies. I was like, dude, you live in a city of over 100,000 people. The game sold out here. And I live in a small town. I was like, no, we're not good. You need to go get this game. So, 30 minutes later, they send me a text message that says, package is secured. and they got me a copy of Resident Evil Requiem. You're probably thinking, what the hell is that? Dude, when they went and picked it up at GameStop, they gave this really cool, it's like a book bag. The game came in this really cool book bag. I was like, dude, that is awesome. That is awesome. Kind of glad they didn't have it here, because otherwise I wouldn't have gotten this thing. But yeah, man, they were able to secure a copy of Resident Evil Requiem. And as soon as my son got out of school, he got out of school at lunch that day, we drove an hour and a half to go pick this game up. And my son already played it, and he said it was awesome. So I can understand why this game sold out. And of course, you know, a lot of YouTubers, bigger YouTubers, they get early access to the game. They get early copies of the game so they can play them and review them. Nothing but great reviews, amazing reviews, and it's probably no wonder why, you know, day one this game got sold out. As a matter of fact, as of the filming of this video, you still cannot find a physical copy of this game in the US, as far as I know. I've looked on Amazon, I've looked at Walmart, I've looked on eBay, or not eBay, but Best Buy and Target. Everywhere. You can't find a copy of this game yet. I'm sure they're gonna re-release it, obviously, right? If you want to make money, right? Or get digitally, but if you want it physical, you might have to wait a little bit, but I'm pretty sure they'll re-release, I can't even talk. They'll re-release more physical copies, but as of right now, you can't get them. They're hard to find, really hard to find, unless you want to pay, you know, scalper prices on eBay for like 140 bucks, which is ridiculous. Don't do it. Just wait, or get it digital, whatever. But anyways, those are the games that I picked up so far, dude. I'm sorry for a long video. I didn't realize I was talking for this long. When my camera starts flashing, dude, that means I'm like going over like the 20-minute mark. And like I said, I don't know where the video cut off, but you know, hopefully this video came out okay. But hey, no distractions, no Jehovah's Witnesses knocking on the door. As a matter of fact, I went and looked outside a while ago. They're not here no more. They took off, so hopefully they won't come back, because no. Anyways, thanks for watching. I ain't gonna take up any more of your time, because this video is long enough, and I'll see you on the next one.